What's up guys, tqteky here bringing you the COD Community Show number 8, I think it is, but this is where I talk about everything that happened in the Call of Duty community scene from MLG, edits, episodes, everything that happened this last week, so you guys know what's going on. And as always, if you want to skip to a certain section of the video, all you gotta do is click on one of those icons down below, or if you want to be in that Twitter feed down there as well, all you gotta do is tweet at me, nerdtqteky, or hashtag CCS, that stands for COD Community Show. Well, let's jump right into it, starting off with episodes. Number 5 is gonna go to Guts Hibernation number 3, and the clips were just amazing in this one. They were so good, but the edit was just so terrible. I mean, this would have gone higher up on the list if it had not been for that just terrible, distracting edit. He had quad heads, he had a triple all-pro, he had a split quad to 5 on-screen, but that edit was just so distracting. Random effects that were just put in there for no reason at all, like he was experimenting with it. And then there was like a render problem because there was just a minute of black silence after the actual montage. I was just sitting there waiting for something to happen. I was just looking at the screen like, and I just sat there for a minute of awkward silence until the video ended. So Hybe, good job on those clips, but editor, I mean, he admitted that he had done bad, but you should really improve if you're gonna edit anything else. Number 4 though is gonna go to FaZe Blaziken and Agony's dualtage entitled Godzilla. There was a nice trip all pro in there, as well as a 9-man trip swap quad on. I think that was on Nuketown, but the 9-man with trip swap, that was amazing. As well as a nice drop back on Studio Castle Stairs. That was a great one. Number 3 is going to go to Sword Andy's Aptitude. Number 6, he's got a nice drop back wallbang on Mirage, as well as a nice Bayview cross map shot and a suicide on side scaffolding on Yemen. Not the back scaffolding where everyone goes, but the side scaffolding next to that building. I just love the Sui spot there. I prefer that way over the back scaffolding. Number 2 is going to go to Eric Comics Comic Books. Number 7, sorry, that's a bit of a tongue twister right there, but he's got nice 2 cross map Bayview shots. He's got a nice Mutiny Sui. He's got a couple Ruin Suis and his cross map closer on Behemoth. I had to look up the names for all these maps because they are all DLC on the Ghost maps. He almost makes them worth buying, or makes them look worth buying, but of course no one's going to buy those because it's Ghost and it's DLC. Unfortunately, I think I bought those with the season pass, don't tell anyone. But I've never played any of those maps, but good on you. Those shots were all sick. And wrapping up the number 1 spot is gonna go to Era again with Era Patty's Padawan episode number 7. He's got a nice 8-man split quad headshot to quad kill cam. That was an amazing clip. That should have been the closer in my opinion. But he's got a nice 5 on ×2 and then another 5 on ×2 with swapped between a PDW and a ballista. But that's going to wrap up the top 5 for episodes. Now we're going to move on to intros. So there were a lot of good intros this week, not enough to make a top 10, but I made a top 5 with a 3-way tie for 5th place. So starting off the tie is going to be Saw Azro's introducing. Now he had some amazing shots. They're all trick shots and trick shotting introducing. I could not even comprehend what he was doing, so I know it was good, but I just don't know what exactly his shots were. I love the Magma one though, showing Magma some love. That map needs to be played more. Alongside Azro is Night Nines introducing. He had 4 quad headshots in there, one of them with the Executioner on some clueless snipers on Hijack, and another one was with a triple all pro, and then he also had a quad kill cam, all singles with the last 4 bullets in his gun. Just to maintain your composure, to get 4 headshots with 4 bullets as the last 4 kills in the game, that was pretty awesome. And the 3rd person to get 5th place is going to go to S6 Wax. We got a couple triple all pros, a nice 5 on, a 5 on with the L11 reload cancel, and then a Quint swap red gun 6-man with 5 unsplit, I believe. So he swapped his gun 5 different times, getting 5 different kills unsplit, and then getting the 6th kill unsplit. That's amazing to swap that many times. No one could stop him in those periods where he's changing weapons. Come on. Number 4 is going to go to Myth BZA for his 5 on swap, his ballsy quad feed on Meltdown with the XPR, trip all pro, some quad headshots in there, and then a 7 on screen in Couch Room on BO2. Number 3 is going to go to Zephy9. That's right, another member from the 9 clan. He's got a nice quad headshot feed, or a few quad headshot feeds in there. He's got a nice 7-man with a 5 on screen on Drone. He's got a nice 11-man with 2 separate quad on screens, and then he's got a nice trip collat jump shot on Uplink B-Flag. Not Uplink the game type in Advanced Warfare, Uplink the BO2 remake of Summit. But finally, we get a little bit more variety with the number 2 spot, WWK Swirly's Ricochet Tubing introducing. He starts it off with a Sentry Gun Ricochet Tube, then a Radiation Uncommon Spot, then a Havana double Ricochet Tube, so he gets 2 guys with 1 tube. And then he gets a nice, it looks almost accidental, a cross map on firing range. He kills a camper in that little, whatever, that little tunnel on firing range, that little tunnel spot. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about if you played that map. And then a beautiful, I think it was his closer, was the Ricochet Tube on launch. It's a 4 ricochets, and then it bounces off his own camera spike to kill the diffuser. I know it was a bomb defuse, but it was so creative to have the ricochets and then go off his own camera spike onto the guy. That was crazy. I love that. Number 1 though is going to go to Infa Colors. He's got a nice 5 on screen to single to quad on screen. That's 10 kills, 2 different clips, same life, same play even. And then he's got a nice cross the map tomahawk on carrier. He's got a nice triple all pro. I mean, he's got 3 triple all pros in there. He's got a few quad heads, a nice 6 on screen, and then also a 5 on screen times 2 with the iron sights. So congratulations Colors for getting that number 1 spot. That's gonna wrap up the intros. Now we're gonna move on to team tages. For team tages this last week, we got 5 spots to give away. Number 5 spot is gonna go to Thief Clan for their robbery number 2. They have a lot of great raid suies as well as their nice, I love the zoo shot, the Black Ops 1 zoo shot. I love that DLC map, that's pretty awesome. The one that definitely stuck out for me though was the underground out of the map nuke shot. But great clips overall, guys. Good job on you, Thief. Hope to see some more good stuff from you guys. The number 4 spot is going to go to Exalt's 155th Team Taj. I mean, Exalt is in this list every single week. They're always putting out Team Tajes every week. It's pretty awesome that they're doing this. They got a nice Parish mid-game out of the map. They got a nice 5 on-screen COD 4 as well as a COD 4 hanger out of the map trick shot. So good job, Exalt. Keep it up. The number 3 spot is going to go to Astral's 22nd Team Taj. They had a nice quad collat as their opener as well as a 7-man triple swap red gun feed on Summit. And then they also had a nice 5 on-screen back-to-back collats to a single for a World at War 5 on-screen, and then a knife snipe multi. So we got 2 knives and then 2 snipes for that multi-kill. That was pretty unique to see. The number 2 spot, I'm really excited to see these guys back on this list, is Marv's Heroes number 3 Team Taj. I mean, this is definitely one of the best of the week. I mean, I was debating between putting this at number 2, number 1, but it was a solid all-around, amazing clips from Marv. And I put a lot of notes down for this one, so I'm going to look at my phone. I'm cheating a little bit on this one. They got a nice triple all-pro. One of them had a riot shield in that triple all-pro, so that just increases the luck factor on that one a little bit. They got an unsplit 6-man on MW2. They got a 5 on-screen while stuck with the Semtex, so he gets 1 or 2 kills with the sniper. Then he gets stuck with the Semtex, but he maintains composure and completes the 5 on-screen. I believe that was on Grind. That was a sick clip. Then an Advanced Warfare quad headshot feed. You don't see a lot of headshot feeds in AW. You got a triple pro on Grind. You got a Vertigo mid-map Sui and an 8-man sub-base back-to-back quad on-screens in the same life. And then they finish it off with a triple pro and Hydro as well. So an amazing job from the guys at Marv. As always, keep it up, guys. You guys are going to go far if you keep this level of gameplay coming out. And taking the number 1 spot is Red Malicious Team Taj number 3. I took a lot of notes on this one as well, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. But their opener definitely caught my eye. They had a favela out of the map third-person trick shot. A third-person trick shot is pretty crazy, and then out of the map just adds on to it. A nice 6-on with the links, a 5-man with the KSG headshot quad on screen, a triple collat with a pistol. I think that was by Cynical. I saw his clip on his channel too. A World at War across the map shot, a triple collat team deathmatch game-winning kill, a triple all-pro to quad feed on screen, and then an out-of-the-map village nuke shot to end it off. I mean, those are all amazing clips of all amazing Team Tajes in general. Everything was great this week for Team Tajes, but that's going to wrap up the Team Tajes. Next up is the top 10 clips of the week. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite sections right here, the top 10 clips of the week, because I just love seeing how dang lucky people can get every single week. What is wrong with people? Or what is wrong with me that I can't hit any of this? At the number 10 spot is going to come from Call of Duty Top 5 Plays week number 20. I believe this is from Carnage Clan. It's the triple collat pistol. This is not the one from Cynical. This is a different one on Ghost still, but I don't know what the map is because I don't play Ghost. But a triple collat with a pistol is still pretty awesome. The number 9 spot is going to come from Psycho's Top 5 Plays of the Week, episode number 5. It's a 2-piece on Detour, Sui free-for-all. So he gets a nice kill on some annoying dude with a riot shield. Then gets a nice Sui, he goes right for it and nails the guy. Number 8 is going to come from Red Scarce's Top 5 Clips of the Week, number 73. It was just a collateral S&D, I think it was First Blood. It was like halfway across the map, if not across the map. A collat, S&D, First Blood. I think it was a wallbang too. What the heck? The number 7 spot is going to come from Top 5 Knifing Plays of the Week from XJMX, the week number 32. And this one is out of the map, a ground throwing knife 1080. I just love seeing out of the map shots. And with the throwing knife, for some reason, in my mind, they just seem harder to do. Maybe it's because I've never tried to trick shot with a throwing knife at all. But I love throwing knife trick shots. The number 6 spot is going to come from Colt Rising's Kill Cams of the Week, number 15. This one is really creative. At least I haven't seen this before, but it's on Uplink. It's a riot shield bounce suicide shot. I can't remember if it's a 720 or 1080. I don't know, not even sure how he set up his riot shield on that little pole right there. That was pretty pretty. Number 5 is a simple one to commentate. It's from Astro's Clip of the Week, episode number 23. Just a nice quad collateral on raid mid-map. I mean, quad collaterals are pretty lucky. I mean, you kind of see them more often than you used to, but it's still a quad collateral. 4 guys, 1 bullet. You can't go wrong with that. Number 4 is coming from FaZe Dirty's top 5 plays. I think it was hit by Obey Sexy. He's got a nice double swap 6 on screen. So he gets a few kills with the XPR, swaps get 1 kill with a ballista, swaps back, gets a triple collateral with the XPR to get that 6 on screen. Number 3 is coming from L7's top 5 trick shots of the week. Now you might be thinking like, what Call of Duty is this? What is this kid playing? Is this a mod? No, this is Call of Duty 2, but he hits a cross map trick shot on COD 2. Definitely well-deserved spot. Number 2 is gonna go to Red's Clip of the Week. We got a nice World at War 1800 suicide shot. I mean, World at War, trick shots on there are amazing. 1800 though, to get that amount of height to nail that, you don't see a whole lot of spins or World at War trick shots unless you're out of the map. But this guy is just, he's not out of the map, I don't believe, but he still hits the 1800. Beautiful, clean, nice shot. And the number 1 spot is going to go to FaZe Blue. I mean, he had the number 1 spot guaranteed in my book for this week. There was no challenge at all. He had back-to-back multis. The first multi was pretty beautiful, and then a couple lives later, he gets a second multi, but this second multi is an 8-man, 7-man if you don't include the Pavlo, but an 8-man with a 5 on-screen kill cam for sub base with the intervention. That was beautiful. That's a banger for life. That's gonna, you can fucking put that on every single closer for every episode you do again, because that will never get old. But those were all the amazing clips for the top clips of the week. Now we're gonna move on to a little bit of drama, a little bit of opinion, just a teeny weeny bit, just one little story that I want to cover. This is about Sony getting the rights or access or whatever you call it, the marketing, I don't know what it is, but Sony getting rights to Black Ops 3, possibly. This is just a rumor as of posting this video, but they might have the exclusive media rights or whatever it is over Xbox. You know, Xbox always has like a month early access to the DLC. They're always promoting the MLG events and stuff, but Sony might be taking over that spot. I'm gonna put up a graphic right here. The official Sony Twitter account tweeted both of the teasers. Those are the Ember teasers. We'll cover those in just a bit, and uploaded to their YouTube channels at the exact time that they went live. Well, Microsoft had to wait a few hours. Exhibit C says no Xbox One branding at the beginning of the teasers. You know, Xbox branding is usually somewhere within the Call of Duty teasers. And exhibit number 4's NeoGaf industry insider Kyofu has indicated that the Call of Duty exclusivity deal has moved over to Sony. So according to this guy, who seems to be a credible source, Sony has the exclusivity deal. But we'll see what happens later on. I mean, I wouldn't want to wait a month. I know I've been spoiled with the Xbox, I guess, for getting the month early DLC like in the last several Call of Duties. But hey, if Sony gets it, then hey, they deserve it. Moving on to general news, there's been a lot of Black Ops 3 teaser stuff and marketing, teasing, and all that on so many different levels, but I just want to go over a few things first. Now, the M1 irons that Condry has been tweeting about is most likely going to be a SMG. Some guys on some forums have found the gun stats as well as the variant names. And the variant name is exclusive to the SMG at this point, so most likely we're going to see a new SMG in Advanced Warfare, which is pretty cool. I'd like to see a new SMG in there. And also in Team Deathmatch and Advanced Warfare, the kill limit has increased to 100. People have been complaining about the kill limit a little bit. I mean, I haven't personally complained about it. I haven't played a lot of TDM, but just due to the fact that Advanced Warfare is really fast-paced, they bumped that up a little bit so people will stop complaining. And also there's some discounts on past Call of Duties and Call of Duty bundles and DLC and all that up until the 27th. So as you see the graphic on the screen right now, shows you all the prices for PlayStation and Xbox for these Call of Duties. It says, I don't know why they're doing this, but it's a special event. Maybe because of all the Black Ops 3 hype, maybe they can get some people to buy other Call of Duty stuff. And Black Ops 3, now there's so much stuff regarding Black Ops 3 that's happened this last week. There's been so many Snapchats. I'll play the Snapchats all right here.
Day 42. Only 4 of the original test subjects survived. Of the others, most died of coronary failure. 1 died later from self-inflicted wounds. It's clear that the majority of patients exhibit signs of mild to severe psychosis immediately following each procedure. Though I am reluctant to resort to the use of physical restraints, I may be forced to do just that. Today, I asked a question that I should not have asked. A question about the test subjects. Who were they before? Cognitive isn't just science fiction. It will allow us to remove specific memories of severe psychological trauma. Biotechnology has given us the tools we need. A whole new era in the treatment of psychological trauma. The only thing holding us back is how far we're willing to go.
So those were all the Snapchats that came out this last week, and then there's also been a lot of stuff. There's been a couple new Twitters. There's an unmarked man Twitter that everyone's talking about. No one's really sure who he is. Some people speculate that it could have been Hudson. Some people speculate it might be just your main protagonist or maybe the main antagonist. Something to do with Dr. Salim or something. But he's tweeted like a few things, or several things. You can see the tweets on the screen right now, kind of nonsensical. But maybe someone will find something out. And then the other Twitter posted some stuff on SoundCloud. So now they're expanding to SoundCloud. I mean, this Black Ops 3 media campaign is pretty awesome. I mean, I love that they're just posting stuff on every single thing that they get. Like, they'll post stuff on Twitter, post stuff on YouTube, post stuff on Snapchat, now SoundCloud. Now the SoundCloud stuff, that I'll post it on the screen right now. There was 2 tracks from this new Twitter that link to their SoundCloud. The first track is a bunch of random stuff, random noises, but when you put it through a spectrograph, which I spent like an hour trying to figure out how to do, and I finally figured out how to put it into a spectrograph. But you put the first track in the spectrograph, and you get the Black Ops 3 symbol in there, just the Roman numerals 3, and then you also get these numbers 111000010. Now I have no idea what these numbers mean. Nothing came to mind. I didn't do too much digging into those numbers. Hopefully someone figures those out. But the second track was a bunch of beeps, and on the SoundCloud there was a bunch of notes saying it's a barcode, it's a barcode. What is that? What good does that do? Thanks for telling me it's a barcode. What does that mean? I tried putting that through the spectrograph. Nothing came up. Just a bunch of lines up and down, up and down. Some people said it was Morse code, so I tried to run it through some random programs that I downloaded to try to convert it to text. But that didn't help. I tried to cut the space out between the beeps and run it again. That didn't help at all. But I could be doing it completely wrong. I have no idea what any of this software does. This is kind of above me. But hopefully someone figures out what that second track means. And if you're involved at all in the Call of Duty community, you've seen this new teaser trailer. If you haven't, you gotta check it out right now. Link in the description, link in the link dump in the description down below. But this trailer is the new teaser trailer for the trailer coming up on the 26th. This teaser is called Ember, and it's kind of cool. It doesn't really show any gameplay or anything. It's more of just setting kind of like the theme for the single player, the campaign mode, and it confirms a few things though. It confirms that like cyborgs are going to be a huge part of this thing, and that like the morality between man and machine, and how far is too far when you're implementing mechanics into a human body. They got like NBA and Olympic stars with mechanical implants. They got the NBA guy has like eye implants. He can see everything. Proving one thing, now this might be just speculation, but I think it confirms that there's going to be some sort of exo ability in Black Ops 3. Now they might not title it exo abilities, and they might not be exactly the same as the exo abilities in Advanced Warfare. They might eliminate double jumping or eliminate dashes, but I think it'll be very similar in one way or another. It could be super speed, or just something not too far-fetched and not too different from Advanced Warfare, because I don't think they'd go as far as Advanced Warfare and then just go drop all the way back to where Black Ops 2 was. I think they're going to progress or change up a little bit what they did in Advanced Warfare, so that they're going to maintain the general feel for exo abilities. But in this teaser trailer, there was a commercial for the NBA guy. He had the eye implants. And I guess this commercial has its own website, Court Optic 2055. And in that website, some people found out there was the coding to the website. And in the coding was a password to a Tumblr. So now the media campaign is moving on to Tumblr to promote Call of Duty. And in this Tumblr, if you use the password from the coding of the NBA, now this is like getting way out there. This is putting a lot of work into putting a lot of stuff out there for Black Ops 3. But in the coding, there's a password. You use the password on this new Tumblr. The password is Bluebird in all caps. I'll put the links to all that stuff in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But in the Tumblr, it's huge. It's a very long Tumblr. I didn't get to read it all. I skimmed through it, and it looks like a bunch of gibberish. Maybe there's a hidden message or a hidden code in there somewhere, but it looks like just a bunch of stuff talking about people implementing mechanical inputs into their body, like cyborg stuff, mechanical arms, mechanical eyes and stuff. So nothing seemed to really stick out, just general promotion of the video with all this fun stuff to do, fun stuff to look at. There was a few pictures in the Tumblr as well. I'm not sure if they mean anything. I'll post those up right there. But that wraps up the general section. If you want to see the 426 world reveal of Black Ops 3, be sure to stay tuned here. Click that subscribe button if you want, because I'll be doing a breakdown either the day of or the day after. I'll be checking out everything that I can about this new trailer coming out on 426, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. Moving on to entertainment, we have so much more entertainment than last week. Last week was a bit of a dry streak, but this week there was plenty of people putting out very entertaining videos. Pomage had a couple ones that I'd like to cover. There was Pomage's Go On clips V2. Now his Go On clips, they're just solid clips. Especially the grind clip starting with an ultra kill, then finishing off with a 5 on, I think. I hope some of these get put into his next montage. I think they do. But his other one, Pomage's other video, was his most unique clips ever. He commentates, he has a little face cam commentating his most unique kills in his opinion. And they're pretty awesome. He's got a nice split, ballsy quad feed across the map on Aftermath. I mean, Aftermath feeding clips are insane as they are, but to get a ballsy quad feed, I mean, unfortunately it was split, but to get a ballsy quad feed on that map is pretty awesome. And then he's got a quad feed on Plaza, but the quad feed, each kill was its own thing. So he's got a Cat 40 kill, a drone explosion kill, an XBR kill, and then an MSMC kill, not particularly in that order, but he's got those 4 kills to get that quad feed, which is really cool to see. And then he's also got back-to-back quad on-screens using red guns and MW3 when red gun swapping was the thing. FaZe had a pretty cool non-montage related upload. I was surprised because FaZe, I mean, if it's not a montage, it's usually not that great, at least in my opinion. But this one was called FaZe for All, number 2. I hadn't seen the first one, but this is just where they show some of the awesome clips they hit, but with the reactions of the players that hit them, which was pretty cool. I like seeing behind the scenes kind of thing with these awesome clips from these awesome players. Red Sauce, I gave us some Spec Ops trick shotting, so that was pretty cool to see. I mean, the distance on this shot though was amazing. They finally hit a shot at the end, so check that out. There's no hit mark or anything. You can't even see the guy when he actually hits the shot. He points him out before he shoots, but it was just so much distance. It was on Estate, but it was like the multiplayer map Estate times 2. Red Scares put out another montage from his subscribers, his best subscriber clips or whatever. That was pretty awesome to see. Overpowered had a pretty funny top 5 fails. There was a pretty funny clip in there where a guy, he shoots a nade, he gets killed by something, but then he spawns on his own nade and instantly dies. Doesn't even get a chance to walk a foot. That was pretty funny. And then there's another one where there's these weird glitches where these like red letters are following people around in Advanced Warfare. I'm not sure what that is. And then there was a little nice non-YouTube entertainment, nice Name That Bad Guy quiz if you played any of the single players. There's a lot of bad guys in the single players that I was reminded of. I completely forgot half of these guys. I actually did pretty good. I got an 89% on this quiz of naming the bad guys in the Call of Duty series. It's just a nice little point and click. Takes like 2 minutes to do. So can you do better than me? I got 89%. I was a Call of Duty boss according to them. So a link to that game in the link dump in the description down below. Moving on to MLG, we got UGC Niagara coming up this weekend. Envious and TK will be competing with a bunch of semi-pro teams. And the way Envious has been playing recently is after Roster Mania, I really think they're going to take it home. They're going to get a nice easy win there. I think TK is going to get a nice easy second place. But that's just because I don't know any of these semi-pro teams. Maybe we'll see a crazy upset or something. The Cast-Off Season 2 is underway, so a lot of CODcasters, new guys are coming in, and the first place winner for however they do this, I forget how they do this, but the first place CODcaster is going to go CODcast on the X Games with some of the pros, with like Mr. X and Benson and all them. So that's pretty good. Good luck to those guys. Then we got a nice top 5 MLG plays from the MLG YouTube channel. We got a nice 12 kill spree coming from Denial's Clayster. He's just holding down the enemy team spawn, allowing his teammates to get a couple uplinks in there, a couple caps or whatever, scores or whatever. But he just totally dominates the area for a chunk of time. We also got Crim6's insane 15-second ace on Riot S&D. All 4 kills in the kill cam. Just getting that nice, beautiful over freaking nade whatever to T3 from cross map, and then picks up a couple of gun kills as well. And then Huddle's 1v4 ace clutch, which was just beautiful, getting 4 kills probably within 20 seconds, I'd say. and then getting the defuse as well. Just a beautiful play from Huddle. And finally, now we know all the teams that are going to be competing in the ESWC in Paris next weekend, starting next weekend. We have Denial, Optic Gaming, Millennium, Barrage, TR, Epsilon, FaZe France, and Vitality. Now, a lot of these teams, I mean, I don't think there's going to be a huge competition. My prediction, I mean, it's honestly going to come down to Optic Gaming, Denial, maybe Epsilon, and maybe TR. But I'd go with Denial or Optic Gaming getting first or second, and then TR or Epsilon battling it out for third. That's my opinion. What do you guys think on the MLG? Who do you think is going to win? And we're going to finish it off with edits. Now, there's not a whole lot of edits. There's only a few this week. 2 of them from one person, LRY or Leary. One of them is Exclusion. And his other one is Interlude. And the last one is a COD 4 edit by Vol. It's called Erased. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this week's COD Community Show. It means so much when you guys click that sub, when you comment, when you like, when you tweet it out, when you do any one of those things, if not all those things. It just totally makes my day. So thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. I can't say that enough. I've been trying to come up with a couple more ideas, so possibly more uploads every week instead of just one video a week. I know this video takes a lot of work, I mean, it's almost like a full-time job alone just to make this video. But I'd like to make a few other videos that don't take quite as much work and still be entertaining, a little bit shorter, obviously. What do you guys think about a clan war type of video, similar to Clash of the Clans or the old school clan war? I'd like to see some teams compete on this channel. I just want to see something like that. We haven't seen something done well, something that looks professional and is still very entertaining. Maybe even shorter responses instead of just like a full minute-and-a-half montage or something from a team. Maybe give them 10 days a piece. Maybe just send in like 5 clips, 5 of their best clips or something, and have teams compete, or maybe just a single clan war, so it's just player v player v player. You don't even have to be in a clan necessarily. What do you guys think about that idea? Then I actually have another idea where I played Call of Duty, but it's a challenge video where I try to eat this disgusting chocolate, 100% cacao. If you haven't seen it, here's a little example right here. That was a time when I failed the challenge. I want to redeem myself. Well, what do you guys think of Coco Mondays or something like that, where I play Call of Duty, I try to rotate through all the weapons and see if I can survive the challenge at one point. So let me know what you guys think about those 2 ideas in the comments down below, to those who actually watched it all the way to the end of the video. But thank you guys again for watching so much. I want to say thank you. But again, this has been Techie. Have a great weekend. Have a great Call of Duty, and I'll see you guys next week.